Hello there, I'm the base manager and welcome back to Space Engineers, Scrapyard Engineer. Now, today my friends, we have to make our way back to the Scrap HQ with the scrap carrier over here. We came here in the last episode into some POIs that we have tagged with some interesting loot, and now that we have this loot in our possession, I think it is time to go back home and make ourselves a proper base. I really want to put all of these bits into our base and complete it, or at least complete it in the functional way, now that we are gonna have proper power and proper storage, and then we can move on into some hardcore scrapping to acquire as many resources as possible. But before we could do that, obviously we need places to store those resources and power to power our future contraptions. Luckily that mission is already done. Our new mission is making back home without exploding anything. And given the events of last episode, where things just decided to self-discombobulate with explosive fashion, I would say that's probably gonna be quite difficult. Now, on our way back home, I'm still gonna try and loot as much stuff as humanly possible. We probably are gonna find some new loot spots, some old, probably a lot of old, but some will be new. We have one a few meters away from here. I think it's either a tree or a tiny tower, but I would say that we should probably investigate it. Well, what do we have here? Nothing fancy, I'm pretty sure. I'm trying to break, by the way. Okay, here we go. Let me just take a quick look. Only to find disappointment and nothingness. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have been here because there is no loot. This is expected, as we are making our way back to the place that we have been before, so these grounds are pretty explored by now. Okay, I can see something out here in the distance. Now, because I have deleted most of the waypoints for the loot that we have collected, it is very likely that we might even encounter the places where this stuff came from. Like, for example, is this the place that we got this large cargo container? If there is a hole in the wall, I would say yes. And there is, so the answer... No, wait, maybe not. Maybe not. Well, I mean, there is plenty of holes in the wall, but not one the size of a large cargo container. Let's make a quick stop here, shall we? I think we've been here because, yeah, this place is pretty grinded out. Yeah, we can even access this, which means we hacked it at some point. There is still plenty of useful things over here, so I'm just gonna take a second to fill up our cargo containers with all of this good stuff. Now that we have a place to properly store them, I would say that having copious amounts of anything, it's probably a good idea. But anyways, I think it is time for us to move on, because no one got time for construction components. Well, I mean, I have a little bit of time, but not a lot of time. Oh boy, the rough section of the journey is now about to begin. Luckily, we have been through here a couple of times, so I'm starting to recognize the terrain, and I'm like 99% sure that if I follow that mountain ridge right in front of our craft, we are going to be in a safe spot, or as safe as it can be. I think this thing fit through there one time, although I have marked a mountain pass over there, so I think there is actually two mountain passes. So instead of a 99%, maybe a 50-50. You know, one of those. Anyways, my friends, this very slow crawl back to base actually has given me plenty of time to think. Well, I had plenty of time to think, not just from this, but from, you know, time itself. I'm actually tempted to resurrect our old Space Engineers series after I'm done with this one. Like, I have learned a lot in the meantime since then, you know, like 2 or 3 years ago, and now not only that, we also add the a bunch of DLCs that we didn't add at the time that made the game a lot more enticing. So I was thinking maybe we could resurrect those series and improve on our swordfish carrier. I believe that was the name. We've been in here because this thing is all destroyed. Yeah, more likely. Most likely, I think we've been here. But yeah, my idea was I could resurrect that series, and we could explore the new Factorum stuff, like the Prototech stuff. Like that thing just gave a lot of life to the game, in my opinion, because it gives you an objective to strive for and to make. Like, my biggest problem at the time was that I built this ginormous thing, which was fun to build. But the thing had no purpose. It's built. It's done. What else there is to do now that I have built a ginormous thing? Well, not much, to be perfectly honest. But now there is, and so I was thinking that could be a fun thing to do. Because, you know, I could either just start the game from scratch and speed my way up to the space age to explore that stuff. Or I could just start at the space age myself already, improve upon the things that already existed, because I'm pretty sure I was gonna throw out our entire complement of crafts that we had on that vessel and replace them with new designs that I have perfected over time. Because I've been playing Space Engineers, like, not for content, just for fun. And yeah, I've learned a lot of new, interesting things that will probably... Should I go through the... I don't know, let's go through here. That would probably make that series interesting again. But well, I think I ranted long enough. Let's get back to the journey, shall we? Oh boy, that's death trap waiting to happen. Almost drive through that unfortunate place. Luckily there is a ramp right here. The world was quite kind to generate this for us, allowing us to get to the bottom of this death trap. Well, this one I remember, the school bus and the damaged vehicle of some kind. Yeah, not even gonna stop for that one. I guess, my friends, we are just getting unlucky. I'm pretty sure that now is with the final stretch of this journey, which is one of the most difficult, like these never-ending dunes that we have to overcome. Well, I really don't like dunes, but it's not that difficult as long as we keep ourselves somewhat leveled with the terrain. You know, this thing can go up some pretty difficult slopes, and once we reach the top, all we need to do is turn on it so that we don't well, we don't have a very rapid fall from the change in terrain, right? Just need to be careful, and we should be there in no time. Like, seriously, dunes are not that hard to traverse. I hope I don't jinx myself by saying that. If you just stick yourself to the top of the ridges and use them as pathways, right? You just need to connect like one like top of the dune with the next, and you should be fine. If you need to go down or up, just try to be as leveled as you can. Once you have reached another top of a dune, you then turn into it and try to follow it as long as you can. And, you know, as long as it serves your purpose, and it should be okay. Well, I said the dunes were the final stretch. I lied, because there is now more mountainous terrain. Hooray! Fan-freaking-tastic. Man, I can't wait for the open desert. Like that thing, the base that we are going to call ourselves home, it seems to be in an open desert, and that's kind of the well, the ideal terrain for something this large. But as per usual, I get myself into a mountainous area. It doesn't matter what I do in Space Engineers, I always end up in mountainous areas. This is terrible. There we go, look, base is right there. Well, memory might be serving me poorly today, because I thought this was a little bit more open, but hey, it's fine, we're here, and we got a bunch of stuff. Batteries, large cargo containers, you name it, we got it all. And, oh yeah, we also have that mess to clean up, I forgot about that. Oh boy, I'm such a stupid person sometimes. I seriously placed all the loot in the place where I want to put a large cargo container. Now I have to clean all of that loot. Oh boy, really, really, base manager. You are really smart sometimes. It's fine, it's fine. We'll put it like... we'll put it right here and we connect it there. It's better than moving all of this junk. Okay, so the idea is we put the cargo container in this 3x3 spot with one of its openings towards this side so that we can pipe it. I'm pretty sure we can build pipes. That would be ridiculous. So let me just weld this with the few plates that I have, because I recall that I use plenty. And I shouldn't have lots of plates. In fact, oh, we still have a little bit. A tiny little bit. Okay, that's fine. We can still weld this. Alright, welded up and ready to go. We need to park this thing a little bit better. Of course, there is now a sandstorm. Well, I mean, I can hear it, but I cannot see it. I can see it now. It only renders when you are inside of the cockpit. Anyways, let me put this in a better spot. Now, for today, my friends, our objective is quite simple. We need to offload all of this good stuff that we have. Shouldn't be that difficult. And we need to start sprucing up this place. Now, our scrap carrier, it needs to be charged. As you can see, those batteries are running really low. We don't have a lot of moving time, but we have enough power to move around and do some tasks here and there. And I would like to have a way to at least connect this vessel to our base, even if it is temporary. We also, oh boy, we also need to put a connector on this thing, which is something that I didn't really thought about too much, because my idea is we put a connector right there, and then we have a mechanism that reaches into that spot instead of having that spot reach the mechanism. You know, sounds a bit easier in my head this way. But for now we need a temporary thing until we can have said mechanism to use. Alright, crane. Let's try to do your thing. Okay, the crane wants to work kinda today. That's good. That's good. That's a good start. That's a good start. Okay, no. Stop right there. Come on. There we go. That should be good. Now, even though I'm tempted to be just a tad bit lazy, I'm not... Come on, bro. Come on. There we go. I'm not gonna be lazy, okay? I'm tempted to... I'm not. There we go. Let's shoot. No, come back. There we go. That should be a better connection. Okay, we need to rotate this a little bit. Man, I'm going to regret doing this, because then it's gonna be near to impossible to make. There we go. This is better. This is a well, better. You know. A perspective. There we go. This should give me ready to lock. Bam. Shazam. It's locked. We can unlock it from here. We are in a good spot to maneuver it around. I just need to find out which of these 5,000 different plates, mag plates, I'm using to lock this thing into place. I think it's this one. Ah. I cannot reach it with the build vision. I can now. Because I said something. Please don't auto-lock again. Damn it. Don't auto-lock. Let's move this thing. This is so scary. I have no idea what I'm doing. And somehow, someway, I kinda got it in the correct spot. Man, this is gonna be difficult. Gonna do something incredibly unwise. I'm gonna drive with this thing hanging, because I think it might be easier to get the correct angle to weld this thing if I'm a little bit ahead of the place that I want to put it, given the, you know, incredibly awkward rotation that I gave myself. But that looks pretty aligned. Right there. If I can somehow bring it down. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Can this hinge be powerful enough? No, no, no. To go the other side. Oh my god, this is actually not gonna be that difficult. Well, I say that, and I don't have that thing yet on the ground now, do I? Peace Manager, why do you jinx yourself like that? Come on. Don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. But that thing looks almost so perfect. I can almost, okay, guys? Like, I have a belief. I believe that... Come on. Stop. Oh my god, stop. Infuriating. Give me the big block. I want to pull the stuff for the big block. Stupid thing. Anyways. I think that if I just let it go, this thing is it's going to lock into place by itself, okay? Let's see if I'm correct or if it's going to explode, because, you know, it's one of the two. Okay, moment of truth. Maybe I can bring it back just a little bit more. There we go. Closer. And... Oh, get the heck out of here. By a few centimeters. A few tiny feet. Oh my god. This is... Okay, it's fine. It's fine, because otherwise the crane would explode. And we don't want that now, do we? No, 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 no. That's bad. Crane explosions, bad, bad. I wish I could control that. Come on. Give it to me. No, the other way. There we go. How beautiful is that? We are only kind of partially embedded in it, and so something is going to explode once I do this. Oh, nothing exploded. Fan-freaking-tastic. Can I ask for more? Of course not. Jesus Christ. Let's, like, not complain too much. And let's maybe not explode the freaking thing that just worked, and let's move on to the next piece of loot. Like, this was... Wow, okay. That is pretty cool. I'm glad I did it. Like, I didn't orientate this in any way, shape, or form. This just landed in the perfect spot with the port right there. This also needs a bunch of stuff, which I'm pretty sure we have. Metal grids. We're missing 8 metal grids. All components in. Boom, shakalaka. Look at that. Beautiful. We have a large cargo container. Oh boy, this is glorious. Oh yeah, I'll have to cope with a different toolbar now. Let's see. Pipes. Where are them pipes? Give me the pipes. Give me the pipes. Cargo. No, 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 no. What's the other thing called? Tubes, maybe? Conveyor tubes, yes. Where is the one with the plus sign on it? Oh my god. Give it to me! Give me the one with also... There we go. I want this one, and I probably already have this one in my outpower, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What are we gonna choose? We're gonna go for the pipes. I like the pipes. I like the pipes. Perfect. There we go. And I can even, because, you know, why not? Let's see. I want orange. Give me the orange. Give me the orange. There we go. White, rusty, orange. There we go. Beautiful. Perfect. Let's... I don't think we have anything else to put over here, so let's move on to the other side. Oh wait, we already had a battery? Huh, I forgot. Oh, yeah. We have all that mess to clean. Oh my god, I really don't want to deal with that. Like, you have no idea how much I don't want to deal with that. It's so much effort for so little reward. Oh man, how am I gonna put batteries then? I think I'm gonna put them like side by side. Well, in this case, one in front of the other. That is probably a more descriptive way. Or a correcter way of saying what I'm gonna do. And the tower, I kinda want to... Maybe let's do the tower first. Yeah, let's do the tower first, then the batteries. Right, first we need to grind this out, then we need to count on our many... I am completely stupid. Luckily nothing exploded. That is just fan-freaking-tastic. Man, I love when I'm lucky. Anyways, 1, 2... From the block down, which is already there, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, I need to grab that and then we'll put the stuff in there first. Game, you're gaming wrong. Something wrong is not right. I would say that 1 inch is not like the others. Boy, I wonder if it's gonna snap into... Nah, it's not. It's doing weird shit. The game is not up. There we go. It popped right into place. It's not. It's like when you get old and some of your bones just decide to discombobulate themselves, but somehow they manage to find their way back into their sockets. It's like it's one of those things. No. Well, yes. Actually, yes. I think that actually actually might work. If I auto-lock you, this might actually work. I cannot believe this. Am I this much of a genius? Am I just this lucky? Fuck right off. I cannot believe this. Oh my god. I'm so well, not really, because now I cannot... You know, there is limits to my genius. Not gonna lie. It was a good attempt. A good attempt. Well, this thing didn't explode once, and it's not gonna explode again. Fan-freaking-tastic. Let's try this again now, shall we? Let's put you into the 0 degrees. I said 0. There we go. It's close to 0. It's 0 point something. Oh, come on, bro. Come on, bro. There we go. It's a 0. That's 0 gonna get. We extend one of those pistons just a tad bit. It's just a tad bit, I said. And that's just fan-freaking-tastic. We can leave it at a 0.5 meters per second, because now if I go into the crane and control it and bring it down, I can ready to lock, rise it up just a tad bit. Now we should be okay. Of course not! I have this thing in the way now, come on! Okay, in theory, this should be possible now. I am going to, of course, weld all of these things first, but it should be at the correct height now. Hopefully nothing will go boom. But we have to weld everything first to see. Alright, with everything welded, I think this should be somewhat easy. I need to bring it up a little bit. Little bit more. Come on, control. Oh, get the fuck out of here. Oh, man, stop it. Huh? Where's the remote? What? Am I going insane here? Fuck. Oh, I'm already controlling. God damn it, Base Manager. Get your shit together. People are watching. People are watching you being a dum-dum. Like, I could make my life easier if I just place a couple of elbow inch, yes, I'm doing the correct one. If I just put a couple of angles over here on the bar instead of using build vision all the time, you know, if the thing wants to cooperate with me, this is actually quite helpful. Because right now I believe that thing is at either minus 90 or like, you know, either minus 90 or plus 90, it doesn't really matter. This way the thing goes fully straight. I then go like this with an arm, go down, making things a lot easier from... Ouch! I think I might have smashed something. Actually no. Just a little bit up. And now we bring the piston in. Should be ballpark in the place that I want it. Like ballpark, you know. Kinda touching, but not really. There we go. A little bit closer. The tad bit, and the rest we'll have to do, well, the rest, it's not there yet. Okay, it's not there yet. Well, I thought this was going to be easier. I was mistaken. Well, we already had a easy going one time, and we can't expect to do this all the time now, right? So close, and yet so far. Come on, bro. We just gotta squeeze it into its right location. It's so goddamn close. Come on, just a nudge. Oh man. Oh, here we go. Yes! Magic has happened! Oh boy, I had to build this little thing so that I could... Really? I can't do it now? Yeah, there we go. So that I could climb on top of the pistons and move those things over there. Like, I did a bunch of parkour. For some reason, the engineer gets all self-conscious every time I'm trying to show you guys anything. But now we have 2 towers! Ah, it's just like in the Lord of the Rings. We now have 2 towers. Anyways, moving on, we still have 2 batteries to put in place. But the batteries, you know, not as complicated, because I can just shove them into place. I just need to offload them from this vessel. This is not the main cockpit. Well, no shit, Sherlock. Just need to remove them from here, put them downstairs roughly in the position that I want. And then we just... Nope. And then we just shove them into position. Boy, oh boy, this is always so complicated. Let unlock off, unlock, bam, 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 shazam. Now I have no idea what I am doing, and seems to be roughly in the right spot. Well, roughly is doing a lot of work here, but no, put the helmet back on, because oxygen sometimes is a bit complicated. I have a strategy to make this thing a little bit better than this, because, you know, we don't see a lot from there, and eventually we'll see better. But, no, but that's a problem for a little bit. Right now, I just need to extend. If I can just go over here and reverse. That thing goes there. We then control it again. Bring it down a little bit slowly without destroying the stuff. And should be touching the ground now. Yeah, roughly. Let's just put something to catch this whenever it falls. Try to stretch it out. Just, yeah, there is no stretching this. Or in this case, there is no making this look not crooked. The best we can do is just try to make it as close to the ground as humanly possible. I think it's touching the ground now, right? Like, it feels like it should be, so I'm just gonna risk it for the biscuit. Huh, look at that. We got it. Now, can I shove you into place? With my face? No. But that's fine, okay? That's okay. Because we can... Well, I mean, we kinda can use the crane now. Oh boy. Seriously? There we go. The objective being, I want to put you right here. Once you are in place, I'll build the other merge block. Okay, can we just now put you in a place where we can kinda get you merged? I think this should be good enough. Not the battery, come on, please. Get the thingy, oh man, okay, fine, I'll do it the difficult way then. Unlock it. Nope, unlock it, I said. Let's see, how close did we get? Yeah, pretty close. That's pretty close. Can get the rest of the way there with just brute force. Right, it's so close that we can just, you know, go like this. Let me just go into the cameras. I have a camera there, another camera there. Which one is... Oh man, so many keys. So many keys. Which one are you? Camera. Let's name you to camera head. Come on. There we go. This way is far simpler to just go over here to control and then go over here into control, then search for camera head. Like, for example, you can go over here, view, bam. This way we can just go like this and switch cameras a bit. scary because the control is all over the place. But you know, we kinda now can just nudge it along. There we go. I bet you it's merged. Of course it is. Beautiful. Having this camera, like, not in the most horrendous way possible would also be fantastic. I don't know. Few final touches, like this. Perfect. I think it is in the perfect orientation, so now we can unlock it. Roughly. You know, roughly in the spot that we want to. I don't have the plates, of course not. Go. Turning ourselves into... Oh, man, this is the tiny ones. I want the big ones. Yes, these ones. There we... These. There we go. There we go, game. Like, the game is doing something nice for us, but at the same time, it must still remind you that it can send you into insanity if it so desires, right? I know, game, I know. You don't need to tell me that. I know. Let's just shove it now into... I need to extend a little bit. Yeah, not there yet. Not there yet. Almost, but not there yet. There we go. Oh man, I missed. I'm a dum-dum. But this should... Oops. This should go like this. Come on. There we go. Who said that brute force... Like... What is it? Percursive engineering was not a valid way of getting things done, I say it's probably the best way. The lazy way. The simplest way. And now... We have 3 batteries fully charged. Nothing to charge, but 3 batteries fully charged nonetheless. We have a small cargo container over here that we can repair. I think I built this one, built by the base manager. Yeah, I built this. I don't know why I built this. I am certain there is a reason for that. And we also have this, which we need to fix so that we can offload all of the hydrogen that we get on our journeys. We need to put some lights in. We can use those solar panels in the future. I don't really want to dedicate too much time to use them, but oh man, we don't have a turret control. Yeah, we need a turret control to do the solar panel thingy which follows the sun around. I'm having enough trouble as is finding enough components to make the turret control for our crane, let alone enough components to make a turret control like for that. Yeah, and then we had to put it in a small grid. Yeah, that's not gonna happen anytime soon. Anyways, it doesn't matter because we can move on to other things now. There we go. I just had a thought. I can use timer blocks to actually make these things so much easier. Like, I only need a timer block and a button. And in that timer block, I'll put like retract all pistons, put this into 90, put this into 180, put this into 90, put this into 0, and put this into 0, right? All of these things. We don't include this one, because we can turret control these ones, but we put all of these things in the timer. We like press a button, the thing self-retracts, and then we can just stow it away, because stowing it's actually pretty easy. Anyways, we're done. Oh wait, no we're not. What are you? Programmable block, yeah, not gonna really make a lot of use of you. Oh, we are not parked. I'm so dumb. We are not gonna be making a major use of you. Now, it's getting nighttime, it's getting dark, and we are really low on power. I really need a way to connect this thing to the base. Right now, I think that the best way to connect to the base is to put a connector on the base, a connector on this, and doing my best not to explode anything. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. I need to park this thing sideways. Like, eventually, okay, here's what I want to do. Right now we'll have to do something temporary, but eventually I want to make like a parking pier, a place where I can park that has a floor which is roughly the height of the deck of the scrap carrier. Then we build a forklift and we drive the forklift into the scrap carrier, collect the loot out of the scrap carrier, and then stow it away. That way we don't need to use the crane, and in that drivable area we are gonna have like a hinge or piston actuated something that pretty much brings the connector into a right height to be able to you know, connect to our thingy. Shouldn't be too difficult, but of course between shouldn't be too difficult and actually gets it done, there is a long way away now, isn't it? Now what we can do over here, I need to bring this a bit closer, but we can use a hinge to convert to small grid and then utilize the piping from the small grid, like the large, like small grid large tubes, to offset the height, and no pistons, but another hinge that then like folds the connector inwards when it's not getting used, and when it's about to get used it folds it outwards. Ideally we would have a turret control for that thing as well, but guess what, that requires another turret control and I don't see that happening anytime soon. Okay, let's see, can this actually be done? Can my mad ideas, my mad scientist ideas actually be done? First, it would be like ultra helpful if you could just, like, I don't know, man. Like, what the fuck, bro? Like, come on, give me the elbow. There we go, how difficult is this? Okay, maybe I should put the frame before the elbow, because for some reason, I don't know, I don't feel very confident. Will this be good enough? I mean, it sure looks like it is. So now we just go like bam. Oh man, it's almost perfect. There we go. We won't have any variability on the length on this thing for now, because I am stupid and I didn't thought about any sort of future, you know. Like right now we won't connect, this is temporary. If I make it too good, it's gonna be one of those temporaries that end up being permanent. And I already have plenty of problems with things like that, so it's better if I just, like, maybe don't do that. Let's see, can I build this connector? There we go. Let's see if it's connecting or not. Go in there, and oh boy, it sure looks freaking perfect, I can tell you right now. You're fucking kidding me, bro. You're not connecting. No! Why? A bit too far. I can't believe it allowed me to place this thing in here. Oh my god. We actually did it. We are about to connect, but we are not going to connect. As I said, I have learned a lot of things, guys. A lot of things. Do we have timer blocks? Yes, we have. We are about to make some magic happen. Because you see, I have event controls, by the way. I also need that. Yes, I have event controls that I'm probably not using. Cargo field, stored power. Okay, maybe we are using this one. Not fully set up yet. Anyways. Let's go over here. And let's do connector connected. We have one connector which is big, which is it's the block that this thing is monitoring. And then do we have timer blocks? Before I do that, let me just go over here and rename this to docking event controller, right? And then we go into timer blocks, and we are gonna call this one. I'm going to remove this to make it simple. Timer block for docking, and then a timer block for undocking, right? And what we want to happen is every time we dock, we want our battery. What is this? Fuck out of here. We want our... we want the thing to stop shaking. That would be nice. But that's not a possibility. So recharge on the batteries. What else? What else? What else? What else do we want? The lights to turn on. To turn off, I mean. And for that we need to make a light group. There we go. Scrap carrier lights. Not lighter. Lights, please. I'm certain I'll have more ideas in the future. Thank you. I'm just under pressure right now and I cannot think of anything else other than this. The lights, we want them to turn off. Let's see, pistons, nothing. Wheels already parked, not a problem. Not a problem, not a problem, not a problem. Like pistons, yeah. Eventually, I'll find more stuff that needs to happen whenever we dock. But the important part is that every time we dock, the machine automatically does a bunch of things. Like putting the batteries on recharge. Then, whenever we undock, we do the exact... I'm so stupid. We do the exact opposite. We put the batteries, recharge off, and we turn on the lights. Right? This way, instead of me having to remember to do 50 different kinds of things, well... the bitch didn't do what I told her to do. Why? Why? I'm mad. I'm mad. I'm mad. Why? Why? You're making me look bad now. Oh, because I'm stupid, that's why. Don't worry, guys. No need for alarm. The base manager is just having a base manager action because I forgot to do this. Right? So, whenever we lock, whenever we dock, we want you to trigger this one. And whenever we unlock, we want you to trigger this one. So now, allow me to go over here to the connector. Let's connect, right. Nothing happened, right, because nothing was supposed to happen. But now, the batteries are on recharge, I'm pretty sure. Let's go on the other side and see. I said, let's go over here and see. Well, we can't see the lights, because it's getting pretty dark in here, but you can see the yellow thingies over there, meaning they are on recharge. Yep. Perfection. Beautiful. I love it. Now let's weld all of this thing and transfer the loot from there into our base. Perfect. Now this thing is welded. We can now transfer the loot all the way to our base, including the gases. Now, because we only have 9%, I'm not going to build that thing. I'm going to keep the gases because we might need them on our journeys. But this is actually pretty awesome because now we have all of this energy that can just be depleted from here into the scrap carrier, and the moment this thing is charged, we can just go. And then in the future, like... Okay, I didn't die. My idea for the future is to turn this anger, I think it fits, into the scrap carrier anger, because why else do we want to have an anger if not to store our main vehicle? We can then have like paths over here in the side, made out of catwalk at different heights, so that we can access the different systems of the scrap carrier without doing any parkour. We have cargo access and all of that to do repairs. And what else was I gonna say? Yeah, the anger, right? To store, but pretty much we have like a driveway over here, right? We have our let's say our forklift parked over here. We drive our thingy over in this direction. We connect to the base, and then we drive the forklift up, remove all the goodies. We can even have a sorter that just pushes everything out of those containers, and then we disconnect, bring the scrap carrier into the hangar, have a different connector there, and then just connect and do repairs. That's like my idea. Will I ever do it? I don't know, because one thing is for you to dream about something, another thing is for you to actually do it. Now, my friends, the fact that it is nighttime is actually quite good for us. You see, we need to start setting up some proper illumination of the place. I have built these things, but I regret it. I don't want them in here. I want them inside of this place. But we'll need to build some scaffolding. I kind of want to put, like, for example, over there and over there. We also need to weld up the rest of the hangar, make sure that everything is nice and welded up. The solar panels we can do at a later date. Now I just want to kind of go over there and start putting in some lighting on this place. We can go pretty crazy with the lighting because we don't really have anything else siphoning out power, so we can just pretty much... yeah, okay, this is gonna be interesting. Where will you let me place them? Probably on the roof. The roof would be a nice place. Yeah, but the roof is occupied. Okay, so let's say, for example, over here. Would that be a good spot? Yes, yes it would. Let me just copy that paint, because it's kinda not... Oh my god, please rotate. Please rotate in the right orientation, please. This would be nice. For example, we could go like... we could go crooked, like, for example, these points to the left, these points to the right. And then we put... I don't know. Let's see how does this look with just these two. Go, we got one. It's a bit ridiculous that we have to weld this way, but it is what it is. And with just one is already looking pretty good. Now imagine if we have that one and then a few others over there, then you know, some interior lights and everything. I think this is gonna look mighty fine. Alright, I'm liking this already, guys. I'm liking this already. Let's repeat this process on the other side. Let me just detach this thing, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to grind it by accident, and oh boy, I'm getting pushed by them phantom forces. Let's just put you over there so I don't grind you by accident. And now, yeah, oh, I also need to get rid of this thing. I'll do that next. I just want to have some lighting here so that I can actually see what's going on. Alright, let's see. I think I like it. Let me just get rid of this scaffolding. And yeah, look at this. This looks pretty well illuminated. We can then put some lights over here on the bottom. If I can get the correct block, I think I'm thinking about using these ones, the corner lights. Let me get a couple of components. Let's see, can I... Nah. Oh man, this would have been the dream, connecting it, like, for example, right there. Why? It's touching, let me connect. Oh man, this is unfair. It was going to look so nice. Yeah, it's fine. It's totally fine. We can still put some over here. Now the cool thing is, because these lights bleed through blocks, if I go into radius and I just crank it up all the way to the maximum... Oh, it goes above 10 meters. I thought this one was 10 meters only. Oh boy, really? 20 meters? Okay, look at this. Maybe... it may be a little bit too much light, okay? But you get the point. Okay, so lighting-wise, this is actually perfect. Everything is well lighted up and everything. Ooh, do I want that? I probably shouldn't have done that. Let's pretend it was not here. And there we go. Now that thing has been completely eliminated. I also noticed that maybe over here we would benefit from putting a few lights here and there. Nothing as broad as the ones in the entryway. Just to make sure that... Oh, man. Just to make sure that we have like a presence light, you know? You're joking, right? You cannot place in there? That is a joke, right? It probably is. The game is just trolling me, you know, it's one of those things. I'm certain the game is just trolling me. Anyways, I'm just going to go around putting a few things here and there, make sure that the outside of the base also looks as nice as possible. There we go, this looks pretty well illuminated. These ones are just 2 meters, these ones are not 15 meters like the other ones, are like 7.5, yeah, something like that. It's just to create like the ambience light and make it visible during nighttime, which is great. Should I fix the roof now? It's gonna cost me a couple of plates. Let's see. How many plates do we have in total? Okay, we do have a significant amount. I would say yes. Let's fix the all these holes in the roof. We don't want no rain to get inside of our base, even though it never rains in here. But hey, that doesn't matter. We can pretend. Oh, besides, these are not that expensive. I thought this one were gonna cost like 15 plates each. No. Just 6 plates should be done relatively easy. Alright, so this thing is now free to receive the scrap carrier. It's still recharging, so we're not gonna move it just yet. So while I wait, I think I'm just gonna clean up my mess over here. The batteries that are without power cells, I'm either going to repair them or remove them. I still don't know. All that I know is that I have to pretty much unplug all of these merge blocks and put it into a new contraption that I'm gonna probably build out of this thingy over here. It's gonna suck, but it is what it is. It happens sometimes, you know. We had a explosive discombobulation event. We probably are still gonna be finding like loose bits of batteries here and there, so it's fine, it happens. Alright, my friends, I have repaired the damaged batteries. I brought that stack of batteries over here, and I'm gonna start stacking them like this, 5 at a time. I'm gonna take a little bit of time to make sure that every single stick of batteries has 5 batteries and that they are all aligned properly, because for some reason, I don't know why. Like, you can see that I went through a lot of effort to make sure these things are all properly lined up, because like my idea is that these are like plug and play kind of things. For example, whenever we are going to make the forklift, we just come over here, we unplug like 3 of these sticks and we stick them into the forklift, and that way they are already properly orientated, and they are not gonna be, you know, annoying because they are not properly done. I don't know why this one escaped my wrath, but you know, it won't escape much longer. So yeah, I'm just gonna grab these are all the mini batteries that I have. I'm pretty sure that all the mini batteries that are not being used right now. So I'm gonna take my time, I'm going to organize them all, make sure that they are all facing the proper, you know, direction and everything, stick them over there, and by the time I'm done, it should probably be daytime. In fact, it's probably gonna be daytime before I'm done. But well. Alright, my friends, the contraption is now fully loaded. We have 8 sticks of 5, which is pretty good. We still have some batteries that we got left, which, you know, it's fine. We can just merge them for now. And then stick them over there, and once we have utilized the ones that we have right now, we can then replace those AAA batteries, right? Let's be real, that's what they kind of look like. So that's how I'm going to treat them, and please go, perfect. And over here, what we can do just to make this just a tad bit simpler is we put a mag plate right there. I think I should have the components. Yes, auto lock could be on as far as I'm aware. I don't really care too much. And then we just go over here and there we go. We stick it to the wall like a booger. And if we need more replacement batteries, we have them right there. And yeah, this thing is ready to go. Those things are ready to go. We are charging whatever batteries were empty, which is not a lot. And so that part is at least done. Let's see, how are the batteries of the scrap carrier looking now? Fully charged. They are looking fully charged, which is kinda nice, because that means we can bring the scrap carrier inside and we can start both upgrading this and making the upgrades to the scrap carrier itself. So let's just disconnect this. There we go, let's get it out of the way. No, the other way, please. There we go. We can just stow this arm away, which is probably never gonna be used again, because me getting into this precise distance from the thing, yeah, it's never gonna happen. Like, I can mark it, right? We have to park there. Let's be real, I'm never gonna park there again. Alright, moment of truth. Can the scrap carrier fit inside of the hangar? I still need to remove that programmable block, but I can do it by hand. Oh, please tell me that everything fits, because if we can fit inside, I'm pretty sure that we can raise the deck without too many issues. Okay, here we go. Will the tower pass through? Yep. Just barely. It's scraped a bit. That's fine. We are all crooked and stuff. We also need to remove like one row over here on the side, because these are 3 wide, those are 2 wide. We are making it making us no favors having this thing over here, right? But yeah, the scrap carrier fits perfectly. I'm quite happy with the results, which means that now, given a little bit of time and a little bit of love, this thing will look absolutely gorgeous. But I think we're gonna cut it here. Our base is already looking pretty nice, if you ask me. Functionally, we have everything that we could possibly need. We have almost infinite capacity, infinite power production and storage. The contraption has been rebuilt, and the AAA batteries are now recharging. We still don't own the entire grid, which kinda sucks, but it is what it is. Well, I mean, I can probably... You know, can probably... Yeah, can use the scrap carrier to get these solar panels. Nice. Something for me, for future me to do. Because now I think we're gonna call the episode here, my friends. As I was going to say, our base is now functional. Of course, it's not fully ready. It's like the scrap carrier, in progress. It's a work in progress. A work that we are going to improve in the next episode, my friends. So yeah, with all of that said, I hope that you have enjoyed this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.